Just to like recap everyone, we obviously covered this like yesterday on the show. We had like a pump on the weekend on Sunday when Trump announced on Truth Social the crypto strategic reserve, which had Cardano, XRP, Solana, and then he came out later saying I love my Bitcoin and Ethereum too. So we obviously saw like a massive pump on that side of things. You obviously saw very polarizing takes on the timeline. A lot of people, actually prominent people, came out saying that it should actually only be Bitcoin. Um, just because like all of this, there were like certain takes. I saw the two prime CEOs saying that Cardano and Ripple are essentially tech products which just essentially have a product have a crypto coin. We shouldn't be becoming like a hedge fund. US shouldn't be handling like money as like it's a fund. So there were like a lot of polarizing takes on the timeline. One in particular that I found very interesting was there was someone who said that if tomorrow China and Russia ends up buying XRP as well, which is a complete like US company based and it's a pretty centralized ecosystem, are there ways where US can put sanctions on this to the point XRP gets frozen for like US and China? And I thought that was like a very interesting take to bring about because we keep forgetting the element of like decentralization in all of this. Fast track today, obviously, like the charts are significantly down. We've retraced and have gone a lot lower. And that comes with the fact that the tariffs for Mexico and Canada come into place today. Trump also essentially placed a 10% tariff on China, which they retaliated by putting a 15% on US. So Trump ended up turning that 10% back to 20% for China, essentially doubling it, something that he's been holding over people's head a lot, that if you don't comply with us, we're gonna like take it further. So in general, like the US equity market is just like not doing well, which is why you have majors dumping a lot, and uh, obviously altcoins and memes have been dumping significantly, as mentioned earlier in the show. I think the last thing to kind of keep an eye out is on the 7th of March, I believe the crypto summit is happening at the White House. Apparently there are a bunch of like CEOs and prominent people in the industry that will be there at the event. Of course, like there's speculation around in the industry that there's going to be something out of it. We don't know. If anything, we've seen like a lot of these announcements end up being like nothing burger, and we end up like over speculating. So keep that in mind. The rumor that we saw floating around on Twitter, and again, take this with a pinch of salt, was that they're going to announce zero capital gains tax, something that a lot of people have been speculating, although it just like seems contrary from Trump's stance. Like, he's been imposing tariffs on like all these countries to bring back, to strengthen US's economy. So to think that like, he's going to remove tax is kind of a wild theory, but also like Donald Trump is Donald Trump. He come up with his own ideas. He come up with his own theses. So that's something to keep out on for the 7th of March.